I think we're getting it working. Just work with us as they're trying to get all the technology working. But I think we are slowly about to do it.
Awesome. I just shared it. I just shared the podcast.
Uh-oh.
We're having trouble loading this live video. Please try again later, is what they said.
Okay. On IG, that's the message you.
That's what I see on my screen.
Mm. All right. But we are live on the Facebook and YouTube. And I'm live on IG.
So Facebook and YouTube goes to StreamYard.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. And so but IG, we have 9 people here who can see me talking to you, but they cannot see
Nice.
you. So we'll see if we can get this together. All right, I just saw another request come back in, and so I just tried to accept it to see if that works. And this might be too complicated to keep doing, but this might be my last time trying it, but we shall see.
Hey, I'm here with you. I'm well. So is it back on for you? I'm gonna log out and log back in.
On IG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're back on, right?
Yeah, I'm back on IG still.
Okay. Now
Very
I'm back on.
day to talk about self care. That's what me and Koya are going to talk about. Self care is so pivotal and so important. So thank you for being patient as we get to this point of our conversation and talk about self care. Um, we're going to get there. So just let this all work out. Please be mindful as we're working with technology that we've
I
all
have
learned in
requested.
COVID is that it cannot be the most reliable, and so we are going to, and thank you for your patience. Koya Webb is unable to join. I wonder why
Huh.
it said you're unable to join. I accepted it and it's saying you're unable to join.
Huh. Can you see my name? Maybe you can click on my name. I want to type something. And maybe
Yeah,
you can invite me.
I keep pressing accept and nothing is happening.
And then
Hmm.
you know what else you can do to let people know who coming in? Like we could type it in and pin it.
Oh, my brother said we see y'all on IG.
Okay.
So
I mean,
you see me and Koya, or you just see me on IG? And you're in Ethiopia. How are you texting me right now?
okay,
Yeah,
so you see my comment.
I
You see my
do.
comment, Kristen. Click my name and then
And add
invite
as
me
moderator.
again. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Thank you all for your
Oh,
patience.
he said yes. We see both of you. So I don't
Oh,
know how. I don't know why.
is he on Instagram though, or is he
He
on?
says we see you both on IG.
Okay, well,
That's the way the
what am I
divine
doing
things
now?
work. That's the way that divine things work. Is that even when it seems like it's not working, it's working.
It definitely seems like it's not
And thank
working.
you for being here from Ethiopia to drop in and let us know that it's working.
Yeah. That's like kind of like self-care too. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it's working, but it's working.
Yes, yes. I love that. The idea of self care is not always instantaneous,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a daily practice.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we jump into too much of the conversation, tell me what you think self care means and what's the foundation of what self care means. Thank you for being
Mm.
from the Philippines.
What'd you say?
Someone said, "Hi, hello from Philippines." I was like, "Thank you
Oh,
for
we
being
got people from all over the
here."
world. So it's so interesting because for me, my self-care and what I believe self-care has evolved over time.
Mm,
So when I began, I was like, okay, self-care. I gotta do my morning routine, my meditation, my yoga, my breath work, my evening routine, my
mhm,
bubble bath, my massage, and things like that. And all that is self-care and all that is good. But as I matured in my practice, I realized that self care is full expression because a
wow.
lot of times especially when we are compassionate people, we bottle in our emotions right?
Mm,
And that's not caring for ourselves.
yes.
And really, it's those bottled up emotions that's causing a lot of the stress in the world right now. We've been through a lot together, and we don't
Mm,
really know how to express ourselves. And then when people do express ourselves, we don't know how to handle it. So, what I've been really diving into is self care as full expression. So, yes, specifically taking care of yourself, but more importantly, specifically expressing yourself and dealing with your emotions.
ah, and why can that feel so hard? Why can it feel so hard to express yourself and deal with your emotions?
I think the reason it feels so hard is because we're afraid, right?
Mm,
Fear is opposite of love. So we can't be in
mm,
alignment with love. We can't be fully expressive. We're afraid of how we're going to be received, that we're going to hurt someone.
mm,
So it's not we're afraid of judgment and we're also afraid of harming, and when in the past we've been told, be seen and not heard, or when you do speak your truth and you lose a friend or you lose a loved one, it can make you shut down and feel like,
mm,
well, I can't express myself because when I express myself, I lose a relationship, or when I express myself, I lose a friend. So when people feel like when they express themselves, something bad happens, they're not received, or someone can't hold space for them, then they stop sharing. Even as children, if we know if we get yelled at or if we get whipped, which I know I grew up like that, I keep my mouth shut.
wow.
Because I don't want to say anything that's going to get a negative reaction out of my parents. So that was instilled in me in childhood. You say the wrong thing, you get beat. You know, you have the wrong facial expression, you get beat. And so I've had to learn over time how to express myself, because it is a form of self care. It is a form of advocating for myself. You can take all the bubble baths in the world, but if you're dealing with microaggressions every day and you can't speak up for yourself, you're going to feel stressed and you're not going to be happy.
Got it. So how do we process and unpack child things we learned in our childhood?
Mm. Well, number one, I am a huge proponent of therapy. We all need therapy, and we have a lot of people who are providing free therapy to the community. So I feel like, anytime we can tap in and take those free resources and have someone that we can
Mm-hmm.
talk to, that we're not afraid. And usually a therapist or a mutual person is that person. So we need to have a resource, someone we can talk to, that we can share with, and we're not afraid. And I also think we should journal. Journaling is
Mm-hmm.
moving the energy, like whatever harmed you or whatever, made you feel this emotion of sadness, of anger, of pain, just really writing out how you feel about it.
Yes.
Because any emotion is just energy in motion. And
Yes.
with energy in motion, you want to keep it in motion so it doesn't sit in you, right? When you
Mm-hmm.
get someone yells at you or someone guilts you or shames you, a lot of times we stuff that inside. We keep that energy and we don't let it continue in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Write down, you know what, this hurt me. I do what's called transformational letter writing, which I think is a huge way I learned to deal with trauma when I got my breathwork certification. And what you do is you write exactly how you feel. I feel so hurt that this person said this about me, that treated me this way. You just write it out. You do
Mm-hmm.
the breath work, and then you write an apology to yourself, and moving the energy of that harm, and then apologizing myself, that gets that energy out of my body. So it's not causing congestive heart failure, it's not causing cancer, it's not causing any blocked energy to my full
Yes.
expression.
Yes. All right. People are still telling me they can't hear. So
I think maybe stop IG and start it back again. You might have to.
okay, perfect. I'll start. I'll try that. All right, so stop it. And now I'm not gonna share. And we'll see if my little plan to try to do both works or not.
You close the whole app, I will close the whole app down.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I'm doing the same.
yeah. Thank you guys for your patience as we get this together. All right. Then I'm gonna go back live on IG. All right. Thank you guys for joining us again. Let me know if you can hear me now. Koya's working on joining us again.
All right, here I am.
Awesome. Yes, I see you in the live, and I'll add you on to be a collaborator. Oh, you can hear me. Great. Now I see view request. And so hopefully, oh no. Can you try to chat me again? Because I'm seeing view request, but I can't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling excited. You guys can hear me. Wonderful. Yes, loud and clear. Yes.
Awesome. Do you see my name? Maybe click on my name and add me.
I do see your name, and I add you as a moderator. Koya needs to update her app to be added as a moderator.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was not updated. Let me see.
This Instagram thing changes once a week.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go to my settings. Oh, I feel ancient now.
I know, right? Oh, you can't hear anymore. So, oh, something happened.
Was it called
They
again?
could hear us, and now they can't hear us anymore, apparently.
It's fine.
No, why is this being so difficult with us? You still can hear us. You're unable to join. They can't hear us anymore. Unfortunately, I can't hear you. No. But let me tell y'all can't hear me, but y'all are dedicated to stick with us. Thank you.
Hmm. How do I don't know how to update it. It looks updated.
Mm,
I can go live on my own page. Do you want
yeah,
me to go live and you want to join me?
yeah, that might work. And then after you go live and I join you, my followers would get a thing to know to join it.
It says I am now live. Yes.
Oh, or so are we live? Are we
I
good?
am, but now you got to go to my page and hop on my live and we'll try it this way.
Perfect. Okay. So let me let people know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go to Koya's page and she's gonna go live and I'm gonna join to see if it works better that way. Let me see if I can quickly add your handle in here. Oh, it didn't just pop up.
Hello, hello. How are you all? I know I haven't been live in forever, but I was trying to go live with my girl Kristen over at Black and Green, and it didn't work. So we're going live here. I did ask a couple days ago if you guys wanted me to do wellness check-in and Q&As, and you all said yes. 80% of you said yes. So this happened. So it was absolutely magical. So we're going to be talking about all things self-care. So if you have any self-care questions, please rock them in the chat. I'm going to be talking to it with my girl Kristen from Black and Green. Kristen, can you do a comment? You do have to turn the volume all the way down so I don't hear your background because we're going live on 3 different platforms, which I've never done before, but I'm doing it now. All right. So while we're getting set up, you guys let us know your name and where you're tuning in from. Hey, I love your positive energy. Thank you, Coffee, Travel, and Breathe. What is your name and where you tuning in from? Hey, Nate the Great. Hey, Julio. Let me know your name and where you're tuning in from. Hey, Lynn. We got people from all over. All right, Kristen, are you able to get in this live? I don't see
Yes,
your comment
I'm
yet.
working on it. I'm working
What is
on
your name and where you
it.
tuning in from? Hey, Nate the Great.
I
Hey,
hear
turn
you.
the volume down on your phone. Nice. There you go.
Uh,
And it's GRN. I'm trying to get your handle right.
yeah, I requested to join. Let's see if this works.
Hey, Nicole. We
Thank
got NYC in the house. We got Mary Beth in the house. We got California. We got Florida in the house. It's not letting me tag my girl Kristen, but I'm just gonna give it
you.
up and just make sure
Yes, I
do
do
a
not.
comment,
Oh,
Kristen, so I can pull you in.
I sure will. I'm not sure what's happening with it.
We'll figure it out.
And,
West
and
Palm Beach is in the house. Oh my goodness, I miss you. Oh, there you go. I see you. I see you. Hold up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Add as moderator.
Yeah.
Can turn off. Okay, that's good. All right. If you can't do it one way, you'll always do it another way. I will never give up.
Yes.
So tried to go live with Kristen on her page. It didn't work. Now we're trying to go live on my page.
Yes.
I don't see her
We're
yet.
gonna make this work.
We're gonna make it work.
Make this work.
Okay, so while we're getting set up, y'all, okay, we're talking about self-care, and it's self-care Saturday. Happy self-care. Everybody's checked in. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Judy. All right, so I want you to give me your first question when it comes to self-care. Your first question, and on a scale of 1 to 10, where is your self-care practice? I love your energy and positivity. Thank you, Nate the Gray. Hey from NC. On a scale of 1 to 10, where's your self care? I want to see some numbers. Oh, thanks, Jermaine. Thank you. I thank my mom and my daddy. I'd invite you again. Moderator can't be in live video. So it's saying you're already a moderator, Kristen.
Yeah. Like you should be
So,
live video
hmm.
until you stop moderating. Okay. What's that mean?
So we got some people on self-care, they're on a 5, some people on a 3. We got some 4s. We got an 8. Okay. Okay, 8, 8. Okay, I think I'm about an 8 too. I think I'm about an 8 too. 7, 7. Where we at? We got a 5, 5. Oh God, we got to get these self-cares up to 10. Honestly, probably a 5. But you know what? Keep telling me where you're at if you haven't already. No matter where you at, like this live is all about getting you to the next level. Why can't I see you, Kristen? I don't know what
I
to do. And this is
I
your
think
stuff.
I figured it out. Is that if you make me a moderator, I can't be in the same screen with you. So that's where they're giving us a pushback saying I'm already a moderator, so you can't share it with her. So I think IG updated where I need to be let in, but not as a moderator. I think that's the issue.
Okay, got you. So you're gonna come out and come back in
I'm
now?
going to come out, and then you have to delete my request as a moderator.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and do a comment again.
That's my guess.
All right, we're gonna figure it out, y'all.
All right,
We in
so
here.
the saying chose you as a moderator, so I can turn off commenting and remove someone from the live video. So I think I don't even want to be a moderator. That's my guess.
I'm from Humboldt, Tennessee. Okay, while Kristen is getting on, let's dive into the self-care. I'm still waiting. Make a comment, Kristen. I'm gonna try to add you that way.
I made one, and I don't know if you can see it. I can make another
Not
one.
yet. I saw the one earlier, but you have to make a note. What is your biggest questions when it comes to self-care?
So
Some
the
of
one
you guys that say at 5, why is it a 5 and not like a higher? I could tell you why mine is an 8. Mine is an 8 because I can't seem to be consistent when it comes to my holiday. I've been so good, but I haven't got 7 days straight yet. So that's why I'm not giving myself a 10. Another reason I'm not giving myself a 10 is because sometimes I say I'm going to do something for myself and then I get with my friends and I don't do it. I just like hang out. My limit is 2 glasses of wine. The other night I had 3. So these are some reasons. I still don't see you. Melissa's feeling in a rut. You put everything before you. Okay, let's take these one at a time. Let's take these one at a time. Kristen, how you feeling? How you feeling? Should I just back up and we get this live here, or do you want to keep trying for IG? Um I have some good questions coming through on IG, so I can speak to it and just focus here. Or what do you want me to do? Are you Catholic? I'm not Catholic. I'm not really a religion. I'm more spiritual than a religion. And I feel like, I grew up and I am Christian, but I don't separate myself from any other religion. So I might go to a Catholic church, I might go to an international church. Like, God to me is everywhere and everything. And my spirituality is one that I practice every day. Sometimes I go to worship, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I go to different religions to worship with them just to see how they worship and see how I feel. Because for me, God is everything, and I like to see how God shows up in different cultures with different people and things like that. So that is my religion. Okay, so the first question, what do you do when you know what to do? You're doing your self-care, but you feel like you're in a rut. Well, the
Mm,
first thing I do is schedule it in. Even if it's just 10 minutes. If you feel like you're in a rut, you just have to like say, you know
mm,
what? Okay, I'm going to wake up today and I'm just going to journal
mm.
or I'm going to walk. Right, Kristen? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's a great advice is to schedule it in. I think we are so quick to schedule everyone else in and schedule everything and make time for everyone else, but never make time for ourselves. So I think you have to be very intentional and thoughtful about scheduling yourself in and being very aware of the things that you need. And what does it mean to take care of myself? We hear the term self care, but I don't think we understand what self care means because we don't know what our self needs.
Exactly. So I want you all to write down right now, what does self-care look like for you? So I know for me, and it's not going to be like it for all y'all, but for me, it's meditation, yoga, breath work, my water, my juice in the morning. So I want you, put some comments. What is self care for you? Write it down. You can write it down in your journal. You can put it in the comments. But we have to know this is the first part of doing is just writing down. Because to me, self care isn't just one thing.
It's
You
not.
want to really layer your self care. And before we got on here for the second time, I was talking about how, my self care is massages and, breath work, meditation, yoga. But recently, I talked about self care as full expression, right? Because
Mhm.
I'm the kind of person sometimes I bottle my emotions and I don't say what I really feel. And that's not self care. I could take all the bubble baths in the world, I
Mhm.
can do all the massages. But if someone's harmed me and I can't communicate with them, then I'm still going to be stressed and I'm still going to have like that energy in my body when I
Yeah.
have an emotion or when you have an emotion like anger, sadness, any emotion like that, that is just a sign. That is just emotion is energy in motion. So that is a sign like, hey, I got this energy. So you want to keep it in motion, right? But instead of keeping it in motion, we pause. We
Mm.
let it stop with us. And if you read the book, and I suggest everyone read this book, The Body Keeps Score, you realize that this energy that we don't keep in motion, that we bottle up and say, oh, I'm okay, it's fine. This person insulted me, this person harmed me, this person did this or that to me, and I didn't address it, it's still
Yes.
within,
Yes.
it's still affecting you. So doing things like journaling, having a therapist, talking to someone about how you feel, these things are going to help you process your emotions.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I think that's such great advice of giving us guidance how to take care of ourselves. Because it's not something that we learn in school. It's not something that we're taught, and so we have to look at resources to learn how to best take care of ourselves. Because unfortunately, a lot of us are raised and we pick up bad habits that we continue into adulthood.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we don't ever process that pain, we can repeat those same patterns over and over and over. And that's what we see a lot of times in relationships. We
Mhm.
repeat the patterns of our childhood because we have not yet processed that
Mhm.
fear, that pain, that sadness, that separation.
Yep.
And until we process that, we'll keep repeating patterns until we get the therapy or we do the breath work that takes us to the next level. Some of you all are mentioned, I'm just going to read some of your comments that
Yes.
therapy helps you out. Meditating, smoking a little Marley, like um, walking in the sun in nature daily, riding your bike, meditation, stretching, breathing, a combo of all you said, and taking time to express gratitude. Yes. Uh, yes, kind words you speak to your body. All these are incredible. Thank you all. I love it when you guys are active. And I love your hairstyle. Thank you. It's growing out. So thank you all for all those comments. And really it is about knowing what does self-care, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel seen, what makes you feel heard. Self-care could be going out and singing karaoke. Like if
Yep.
you've always wanted to express yourself, but maybe you don't can't sing in the house. Maybe you can't do it, but you can go out. The other day I went for a comedy show and I don't do comedy, but it was a show and it was open mic, and I was like, why not? And I had so much fun, just allowing myself to like crack jokes and be funny. And people said I was decent. So it was just a lot of fun. And yeah, I think we should do things that scare us.
And it's that freedom. It's that freedom to do things that's not typical, or the freedom to just go explore that we often don't have. And it's an interesting thing that's a part of self care. But I often think of self care as being free. I don't want to worry about. Uh-uh.
Oh no. You finally got on live, and so I guess the volume did something funny.
Yes, I think we have it together now, though. I think so. All right, cool, awesome. I think we're on here now, and I think we're good to go. All right, perfect. You see both of us now.
Yay, we did it finally.
Yeah,
30 minutes in, 39 minutes in, and we got
that's because we didn't give up.
we didn't go. You see how patient we are, y'all? This is how much we love each other. We have
Yeah.
been trying to go live for the last 40 minutes, and it's not been hidden. And we just still over here smiling and kikiing with y'all. This is self-care, giving yourself grace. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all, I used to put so much pressure on myself to be perfect. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I still put pressure on myself. Other people put pressure on me. You got to do this, you got to do that. You
Mm-hmm.
will have peace of mind when
Yes.
you do the best you can and let
Yes.
the chips fall where they may.
Yes.
Sometimes all of that too hard pressure to be perfect and get it right. And then after it's not right, you beat yourself up or you beat someone else up.
Mm-hmm.
Life is already hard. Self
Yes.
care is giving yourself grace, it's
Yes.
giving other people grace. It's realizing that we are all trying to figure it out. We're all trying to do the best we can with what we have.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's also expecting mistakes. I
Yeah.
think oftentimes we approach life trying not to make mistakes. But instead, I want us to approach life, you are going to make mistakes. The key is try not to make the same mistake twice and
Yeah.
learn something from every mistake that you make, because
Mhm.
you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have errors. You're going to do things wrong.
Yeah.
Learn. Make sure you're learning from them so you can adapt and move differently in a way. So I think that we need to be more accepting of mistakes and expect them to happen and be ready for them to happen.
And one thing I love about you, Kristen, is that, what really inspired me about you is you had a really bad accident.
Mhm.
So, just so y'all know a little bit about Kristen, Kristen has an incredible business called Black and Green, and she really promotes Black owned businesses that are non toxic. And owned and run by Black women and men, and putting her intention in that community and into these products is very intentional. In doing that, she had an accident and it really changed her life. And to see how you bounce back, Kristen, can you tell us a little bit about what it took? What kind of self-care does it take to bounce back from a accident where you're in the hospital? You don't know if
Mhm.
you're gonna make it or not. How did you do?
No, so I have a traumatic brain injury. I was in the car accident. My neurosurgeon came to my parents and they came to my husband. They said, "She may be a vegetable for the rest of your life. She may never talk. She may never communicate with you. She may never bounce back from this. This is the most severe traumatic brain injury that we have ever seen." And so they were preparing my parents for the fact that that may be it. However, I wasn't accepting that. I said, I know that if I love myself and I think that I can, I know the power of, what's the word I'm looking for? The power of attraction. I said, I know I'm going to be better. I know I'm going to walk out this hospital. I know everything's going to be fine. I know I'm going to have another kid. I know all these things are going to happen. So let's make them happen. I was very intentional doing that. Even if the doctor said I was talking crazy, I still remember to this day fighting with a doctor on my last day when he was trying to put me in a wheelchair to push me out. I was like, no, 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 no. I'm walking out this hospital. I told myself that from the very first day I'm walking out, and there's no way you can get me in this wheelchair. I'm walking out. And he was like, girl, it's our rule. We got to put you in the wheelchair. I don't know. I didn't get in the wheelchair though. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know if I convinced him. I just know I walked out the hospital like I said I was. And so it was a mindset. My mindset was that I was going to overcome. I was going to get better. I don't care what the books say. I knew I was going to get better. I think that belief in myself and understanding the power of the brain. I think my traumatic brain injury taught me that the brain is powerful. And you know what controls your brain? You.
Yeah.
You control your brain. What you think is going to happen is what happens. So you have to take care of yourself because if you don't take care of yourself, no one else will.
Woo, y'all, give some hearts for Kristen for walking out of that hospital, for going back to her business, for blessing us, for resourcing us with the best products that we can use in our life. But one thing that she said that I didn't hear her say that I'm pulling out, especially because we're talking about self care, is mindset is self care. If you believe you can, I'm not saying you will the first time. You might not even the second time. The third or fourth time, you might not. But if you continue the mindset of, yes, I can, yes, I will, then eventually, when your love for what you want to do outweighs your fear of you not doing it, you will align. You will divinely align with your purpose. And that's what it's about. People say, well, how long is this going to take? How long is it going to take me to do A, B, C? How long is it going to take this relationship? How long is it going to take this job? How long is it going to take fill in the blank, whatever you want to do? It's going to take alignment. It's going to take your love, your passion, your work ethic with doing this thing outweighing your fear, your shame, your guilt, your separation from what it
Yes.
is that you want. The more you align with what you really want through self care, expression, alignment, the more it shows up in your life. And I can say, not only has this been for Kristen, but this has been for me too. Everything in life, the more that I believe, the more that it comes to into fruition, whether it be injury, whether it be a career, whether it be a relationship, the more I believe, the more it happens. Right, Kristen?
Absolutely. I think that we underestimate how powerful our brains are.
Yeah.
It's something I'm teaching my son now. He's only 3 and he was trying to do something. I said, August, the only person you control is you. What do you want to happen? And I let him talk. Make your reality into existence. Right now, what do you want to happen? Start talking about that because your brain is powerful.
Absolutely. I just hit you to join again because somehow you fell off the Instagram. So Kristen's gonna come back on, y'all. There she is. We don't know what's happening. What's
But we
happening?
rolling with it though. It's not gonna stop us from doing it. We rolling with it. Because we know when we get together, amazing things can happen. I just thank
Agree.
you for letting me into your world, your space.
That's what we do. And you blessing the people because I had talked about going live. I was thinking about going live in the mornings and I hadn't done it yet. So you just popped that going live cherry for me. And here I
Yeah.
am. So y'all make sure y'all notifications are on because I'm gonna be going live with you, gonna be giving you that daily motivation for being well, for taking care of yourself.
That's awesome. That's
It's a
awesome.
little
So what
echo.
motivation? Uh-oh. Let's see if
Oh,
we can fix this.
oh, y'all, we trying. When I tell you we trying so hard. Y'all, guess what I watched last night? Woman King. Oh my God. I want you to put
Oh,
it
did
on
you?
your calendar when I tell you that is the movie of the year, period. And it's what? October? I don't even know what month we're in. But y'all have to go see Woman King. It is so good. They got the relationship levels, the action packed. It's fierce. They got the action levels. They got the depth of character. It's based on a true story, y'all. I was screaming in the theater. I was screaming in the theater. I was crying in the theater. I respect the movie that takes me through all my emotions. I got respect for that. First, it was Top Gun. Top Gun had my movie of the year, but Woman King just came and just knocked them right out of the park. So they number two. It was so good. So okay. I digress. I'm sorry. We're talking about self-care.
No, now you got me excited. Seeing a good movie is self-care.
Seeing
Um,
a good movie is definitely
yeah, yeah. So now you got me excited to go see it too because it was on my list, and so now I'm gonna put it at the very top of my list to make sure I go in there and see it.
at
And I
the top
love a
of
movie that takes me
yeah.
through all my emotions. I love that.
all of them. Viola, oh, I want to see her get all of the awards for this role. I think more multiple women are gonna get awards for this movie, but yeah, Viola, I want to see her get all the awards for this one. She deserves every single award possible. Crushed, she crushed it. This
Oh
is the
gosh.
best I've ever seen her on film.
Oh,
She
really? Oh my gosh, now you making me so excited. I'm gonna see it ASAP.
Oh yeah, yeah. She hands down the best. All the characters were great, but yeah, they left it on. You know, they just like they just dropped the mic. They dropped the mic on this movie, and yeah, I'm
That
going to see it again when it comes out. So when I get back to LA, I want to go with some friends and see it again.
oh,
Can't
that's
see the sister
awesome.
now, but the echo is gone. Oh goodness, Kristen, I don't know what we're gonna do.
I'm
So
just coming up past
Kristen
30
is
minutes,
live.
so I
You
think
think
it might
Kristen
be
is
time.
live in so many different places. I'm just
I'm thinking my strategy to try to do multiples is just not possible.
oh
So
well,
that's what I'm thinking.
y'all. Thanks for hanging with us.
You know, thanks for your time. Let's try to figure it out.
Yeah, and I love like seeing y'all and hearing your comments and this is what I want to ask before we hop off. Like, what do you want to see from me? Like, y'all know I'm redesigning my life. I moved to Atlanta. I'm trying to practice self-care and take my time. This has been a very interesting transition for me because in my life to find my way, I just did everything that brought me joy. I just did
Mm,
all these things and it was great. And then I focused on like 12 of them. And then as things scaled, it's a lot, it's a lot. And so now I'm simplifying to amplify. I went through a Time Genius program that I'll tell you guys more about later. And I'm really refining my business as well as refining my life. And it all just happened at the same time. So one, I feel like I'm at a big pause and breathe and
mm,
reflect. But I'm very clear that I'm teaching lifestyle design, which is designing your life, intentionally designing your life in alignment with your purpose, right?
I love that.
So I want to make sure I'm fully embodying it. And the first thing was the move, not making myself wait to buy a home till I'm married or have kids, but buying a home because it is time for me to buy a home and I
Mm,
aligned with a home. That's number one. Number two is, that not being in California where I was safe and I was used to it, but I moved across country. And then the next step was actually being willing to restructure my company,
mm,
and I have more to share about that, but it's a restructuring happening now and it's excruciatingly painful. But I am listening to my soul and that's why I feel the line. But as you try new things, it's scary. So if you're trying fitness for the first time or wellness for the first time or
yes.
plant-based eating for the first time, you're going to get scared and you're
Mm,
going to want to turn around and you're going to want to do what's normal, but you get to where you're going when you're consistent and you push through the field. The more uncomfortable you are, that's the more you're growing, right? If you're
mm,
really uncomfortable, that means you're growing even more. So just welcome the discomfort. Someone said Mercury in retrograde. Mercury is in retrograde, and that's
oh, that
called
explains this. This explains our whole life.
exactly, exactly. Thanks for giving us the out, right? Because
Yes.
when Mercury's in retrograde, technology doesn't work and it causes us to be patient. But as you can see, me and Kristen, we're still talking, we're still trying,
Yeah.
we're still loving y'all. We're not giving up. We hanging out for a little bit. And so when things go wrong or when things are unclear, just be patient with yourself. Be
Mhm.
patient with others. Just know that everything is going to work itself out in
Yes.
the you know,
Yes.
there's no rush.
And just expect it. I think that
Yeah.
mindset of expecting things to go wrong has made me interface with it differently. Because I'm not disappointed. I'm like, aha, here it is.
Yep.
I receive you and let me learn. It's something for me to learn from this. So what do I need to learn?
Yes, exactly. What can we learn from this situation? So we hope you all enjoyed this live. We hope you got something out of it. If it was just motivation to know that we care about you, Kristen and I. Sorry about the echoing. We finally got on again, but we care and we want to pour into our communities. So if there is any way that we can pour more, let us know. I'm going to be doing more live. but not an excuse to stop. Yes, don't stop. Did we get the echo out? Are you back, Krista?
Yes, I'm back. Can you hear me?
I
All right,
can.
awesome.
All right. So, what do we want to leave the people with? We got about 7 more minutes. Is there anything that you want to cover during this session that we haven't covered?
Yes, I think the main thing I want to, hopefully, I'm not echoey.
A little
The
bit.
main thing I want us to all commit to is taking care of ourselves. Self care is taking care of yourself. All the investment in time that you spend on other people, do with you. You are worthy. You are worthy. We need you to be healthy. We need you to be in a good place. We need that to happen. And I want you to think an abundant mindset that if you take care of yourself, everyone else around you is also be well taken care of. So I think that's the key thing. It's something I've been hearing a lot. When if I'm taking care of myself, I'm being selfish. How I can take care of myself if I have kids? How can I take care of myself if I have a busy job? No, 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 no. Have an abundant mindset. You taking care of yourself, take care of everything around you. I know from experience that me taking care of my son, oh no, no, let me change that. Me taking care of myself makes me show up for my son better. That if
Ashe.
I have my sleep, if I take my time to do what I need to do in the morning, if I know that I can meditate, if I go to yoga, I come home as a better mom.
Mhm.
So taking care of me helps him. I can be a better mother when I'm taken care of. And so I think we need to start looking at self care that way that you investing in yourself is also you investing in everyone around you who loves you and values you and appreciates you.
Ashe, ashe. If y'all gonna be taking your care of yourself and putting yourself first, comment I'm in the comments. Comment I'm in. We want to see how many people are gonna commit because we all know, just like Kristen said, the more you take care of yourself, the more you can take care of others. The more you take care of others, the more we can take care of the world collectively. But you cannot put yourself last. You cannot give from an empty cup. You have to give, pour into your cup, pour into your cup. Lisa Nichols has my favorite quote about the self care: fill your cup up so full that you can give from the overflow. People can sip from your saucer and you never run out. But if you try to give people first, you're going to run out, you're going to be depleted, and people are not going to stop needing you. People are needy by nature. They're always going to more, more, more. You have to realize that you cannot give to the detriment of yourself. Because once you give to the detriment of yourself, then there's no more you. Then we can't really fully enjoy you, right?
Exactly.
So the more you love yourself, the more you love others. The more you love yourself, the more you love others. The more, so just kind of let that be your mantra. Let that be your affirmation. The more I love myself, the more I love others. Like whatever
Mhm.
you need to remind yourself, the more you take care of yourself, the more you're going to be able to show up for others with energy, with vitality, with patience, with compassion. But when you haven't fed yourself, you grouchy. Let's be honest, you grouchy, right?
Mhm.
You're not kind.
Mhm.
You get in that car, you haven't had your meditation, you about to cut somebody out on the way to work. Like, just take care of yourself. Take that time to take care of yourself. So, we seen the road rage. We seen someone pulling out pistols and all this stuff. They didn't have their breath work that morning. Maybe they didn't get anything to eat. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining. Stay
Thank
tuned.
you.
If you're not already following Kristen over at Black and Green, that's BLK, the letter N and GRN. I also
Actually,
tag
it's
her
BLK
on the
and
website.
GRN.
Follow, check her out, check out the website, check out
Can you hear me? It's
everything.
BLK
Follow
and
her page.
GRN.
I really love and adore
Oh, I
her.
don't know
She
if
is
you
a
can hear me
fierce
anymore.
woman. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh,
What
it's
did you
BLK and GRN.
BLK, the letter N, and
Wait,
then
no,
GRN.
the word and. I'm
Oh,
typing it.
and A-N-D. So,
Yeah.
man, did I tag the wrong person this whole time?
Mistakes happen. Mistakes
Krista's gonna give me
happen.
some grace.
Yes, mistakes happen.
Okay, so it's like,
It's
let me see if I can do it again so people have B
L.
L K A
Uh-huh.
and oops, I can't spell. That's a problem.
And so AND,
And then GRN.
then GRN. Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna tag you again, and then
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes.
post it, and then I'm gonna pin that, and then that way people can just click on the link. We make it easy for the people.
Perfect. That keep
Black
it
and
moving.
green.
Woohoo!
I still love those blue sage candles. That's my favorite. She has
Yeah.
some blue sage candles with a crystal in the bottom. They're my
Oh,
favorite. Those like I think my first product from Black and Green, and they're still my absolute favorite. She carried my protein for a while. My protein, that's one of the 12 things that I'm pausing for now. I paused the protein, I paused the podcast, but I'm still here on social media. I'm still doing my yoga teacher training school, still doing the Get Loved Up membership. If you know, haven't checked out any of those things, you can have 14 days for free on me. Just go to my website and hop on in, do some self care with me, some self care with us, get some of your self care goodies and essentials from Kristen, and let us love you up. Because when you love you, you make the world a better place.
Yes.
Peace and love. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you so much for having us. This was amazing. And thank you guys for sticking through Mercury retrograde.
Mercury retrograde. Why did we do this live in the middle of Mercury?
I didn't think about it until I was just doing planning work before I came out here. I said, "Oh Lord, this is a one." I said, "Let's see how this goes."
Well, because we got to show people grace, how to give ourselves grace, how to give each other grace, how to not be attached if it's messing up
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, probably like 25 times for
And
us.
you experience a mistake, and that's just bouncing with it because we expect mistakes, and we don't let the mistake
No,
mess up my energy.
exactly. Don't let any mistake mess up your energy. Go with the flow. When things mess up, keep your compassion, keep your grace, laugh about it, do whatever you need to do to keep your peace of mind. Peace of mind is everything. Peace of mind is priceless. I want to put that on a shirt. Peace of mind is priceless. Don't let anyone or anything take your peace of mind. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I don't even know how to shut this down. I haven't done it in so long.
We gonna figure it out.
There we go. Okay, and now. Okay.